march and to bring greetings to the attendees who have gathered in Washington, D.C. on October the 11th, 2009 to further the important work of justice. Your goal is noble and important one, and one deserving the support of all people of goodwill. Equal protection for gays, lesbians, in 50 states. It is my prayer that your voices will be heard today in the U.S. Congress, the U.S. Supreme Court, and the U.S. White House, and that those in positions of civil authority will respond by advancing equality under the law for LGBT people. This must be the duty of every democracy. Finally, I would remind you that the vital work of the National Equality March does not end at today's event. That is rather a beginning. I encourage each of you to return to your cities and towns and villages with a renewed commitment to work for justice and equality among your friends and on your jobs. In that way, you will together transform your nation. With my warm best wishes for every success, grace and peace, Archbishop Desmond Tutu. And now our invocation is still thousands of our brothers and sisters are still marching to come here. As we gather in the shadow of the U.S. Capitol, as we together invoke the spirit of those who came before us, and the spirit of all who prepared us for the journey towards justice and equality, I invoke the spirit of Phyllis Rines and Dale Martin, who founded the first national lesbian organization in America in 1965. Lesbian magazine in America, and whose relationship of 50 years inspires us all. I invoke the spirit of Harry Hay, father of the gay rights movement, who gave expression to LGBT spirituality through the founding of the Radical Fairies. I invoke the spirit of Christine Jorgensen, who in the early 50s for the first time gave a public face to the transgender community, raised consciousness around transgendered issues, and taught us to recognize gender as well as sexuality. I invoke the spirit of Jose Sierra, the World War II veteran who in 1961 became the first openly gay person in the U.S. to run for public office as a candidate for mayor of San Francisco. I invoke the spirit of Baron Rustin, the openly gay African-American who stood shoulder to shoulder with Dr. Martin Luther King the 1963 March on Washington, providing a platform for Reverend King to proclaim, I have a dream today. I invoke the spirit of Barbara Giddings and Frank Cavendy, who took the cause of justice public in 1965 by demonstrating for LGBT equality at the White House. I invoke the spirit of Robert Martin, the bisexual founder of the Homophile Students Union at Columbia University, the first LGBT student union in America, and the founder of Stop Prison Rape. I invoke the spirit of Harvey Milk. Of a new generation of young activists whose energy and passion advance the cause of LGBT equality. and sisters who died of AIDS or breast cancer, and all who today live with the reality of disease and illness. I invoke the spirit of each of our brothers and sisters who died too soon at the hands of anti-GLBT violence and all those lives that were touched by anti-LGBT hate crimes. I invoke the spirit of every gay father who through adoption and foster care has provided love and nourishment to a child in need. And ignorance and prejudice. In this moment of history, and in the history of this moment, surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, surrounded by the spirits of all who prepared our path, and joined by that spirit who united us as one, we reaffirm our commitment to work for that day when justice rolls down like rivers and righteousness like a mighty stream, and all the people from north and south, east and west, both young and old, from the diversity of God's rainbow say, let it be so, 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 let it be so.
On Patapsco and Washington.